we're going to use tubes to fish for lake trout. Now we're on beautiful Lake Champlain. The average fishes here is like 27 to like 33 inches, like in that range pretty much consistently. And so what we're using is a dressed tube. Now this is a 2 ounce, got 2 ounces of lead in there, and I think it's either a 6 or 7 VMC Barbarian hook. So there's no reason to run a stinger on the back of this because this hook is so far back, you don't need that. So this is one of the products on my website, benditfish.com. So this is a white glow in the dark, so glow chartreuse, and then we are going to start making dress tubes. So it has that little red skirt in there. It looks like it's a bleeding tube. Let's tie that on with a polymer knot, drop that down there, and catch some Lakers. Now, there's a couple issues with tubes. One being is that they tend to twist when you are jigging them. So what you can do is you can run a short leader and a swivel. You can also run a snap swivel to the tube. So most of the time those Lakers are never seeing the top side of that tube, and they won't really see the swivel to prevent line twist. So those are a couple things you can do. Or you can use heavier line. So right now we're using, I think, 30-pound braid and then 20-pound leader. Fluorocarbon, and that's not just because it's a heavy tube, it's so the Lakers don't bite through it. So there's nothing like just absolutely look beautiful. And since we're in an alewife based lake, we're going to add a little bit of Atlas mics, and I will leave the link for this stuff below off Amazon, which is where I buy it. It's probably cheaper at your local bait shop. Just put some of that on there, throw that bad boy overboard. This stuff tends to open up, keep it in a Ziploc in your boat. And this hook in particular is extremely, extremely sharp. Like, I've stabbed myself more times with this hook than any other hook that I sell or make, or any other hook in general, just because it's 2 ounces. So you can even get near it and it's so sharp, the pressure of that hook will pierce your skin. And so with tubes, it is different than a swim bait. You really can't do much wrong, so we're gonna pound it on bottom here. In this particular lake, they don't really like to eat off bottom. I don't know why. I'm guessing it's because of all the zebra mussels that are down there. Probably not at 80 feet, but in general, they learn not to smash their face against the bottom. And we got one right next to us right here. Let's see if he wants to chase. Oh, he does. Oh. Always check your drag, folks. Oh. He just turned the gas back on. Oh, missed him again. Got him. Third time's the charm. Nice healthy Laker. Give me that. Thank you. And there we go. First little fatso on the tube. Back down that tube goes. Instant I release that fish, I throw that tube back down, because usually the Lakers come in pairs or in small schools. Every once in a while you'll see a lone wolf. Usually those are the bigger ones, kind of like hanging out by themselves. Got another one right next to us here. Got a Laker right next to us. He hasn't engaged us yet, so we're gonna actually go pound bottom here. And there is a decent population of burbot in this lake, which is what tubes kind of represent. Tubes kind of represent kind of everything. They are a size of a Cisco. They are a go-to, and actually have one really up high here. Ooh. Chase the heck out of it. Change his mind. So even with 2 ounces, this jig is still spiraling on its way down here. There's really no way around that. So it's still pretty fast, but that slow spiraling motion on the way down catches more fish on the way down than a swim bait does. So swim baits, the smaller swim baits that I use a lot, which is like the 2 and 3 inch, I mean, it's probably 1% of fish that will eat on the way down. So I'm using a Cabela's Tournament Trail IM7. This is an older striped bass rod, but it's rated for 2 1/4 ounces, which is the reason I'm using it. I think it's just older graphite, so it's pretty slow. Maybe even fiberglass, I'm not sure. But I like those rods that cork right over for Lakers. And so another thing we can do with tubes is we can actually cast them, bomb them out there, and kind of hop them back. Usually when I do that, a fish will show up right underneath me. But that's gonna take a hot minute to sink down there. Boat's kind of a yard sale because I was doing another video. So you guys can see that blip out there at 80 feet. That's my jig. So I'm using Livescope XR. You don't need to. 2D sonar is fine for this. And now I'm tight to bottom, or I'm on bottom. I want to kind of like slide it on bottom. So pull, reel, not pop up. Pull and reel. Pull and reel. We want it to stay at kind of close to bottom as possible. Let's do a little micro move here. I haven't seen fish in about 5 minutes. He's not hot on it. So bigger 6-inch tubes will turn away a lot of smaller fish, and that's okay. So if he just ignored it or did a, somewhat of a chase, we're gonna bring him right to bottom and see if he'll eat it on the bottom. Nope, he's not around. Takes the right kind of laker to eat a 6-inch tube, either a really feisty one or a really big one. And ones I've come across so far have just been feisty, and they've been fairly scattered today, which is, water temp's still 50 something degrees, so they can be anywhere. Got one coming in right now. Follow me all the way to the surface. Ooh, a nice one too. Yep, he's green. He's green, he's green, he's green. I'm not even relying on the drag, I'm just thumbing the reel right now. Let him tucker himself out for a second. Bam. Look at that hook placement, guys, and this is a wild fish. It's got all its fins. Going right back in. The drag on this beast of a reel here. All right, slingshot engaged. Oh, got him. Oh. That feels like a heavier fish. He's rolling on me though. Oh. One of these days I'm gonna put a microphone like on the blank so you guys can like hear what I'm feeling here. This fish is gonna come on for sure. I think he's, oh no, he's hooked. And another Tankosaurus, another wild fish. Going back in. So another quick thing about predator tubes compared to like normal bass tubes is they're a lot more durable and they usually don't have salt in them, which makes like normal tubes rip easier. So, I mean, we caught all those lake trout on there. Yes, there's some teeth marks on there. You guys can see those probably. We got 2 Lakers chasing me here now. 3 Lakers. Oh, he slacklined me. That was crazy. Went boing. Just another guy right now. Not a giant, but he's feisty. Now he's in the net. There we go. Chunkosaurus. Bam. Oh, there's a whole frickin' school of them over there. Start recording 317. Now you don't have to use Livescope XR. It's expensive. Livescope Plus is just as good. Couple fish down there right now. Sinking down the bottom. And I don't want to let it hit bottom. I want to keep it up till the lake trout sees me. Oh, his buddy sees me. Oh, his buddy was suspicious. His buddy was suspicious. So I'm gonna ignore them and go right to bottom. And they almost never hit it. Oh, I think he did hit it. In the mud in this lake. Drag check, always check your drag. More people miss Lakers. The biggest issue is because they don't set the hook hard enough. Now, I was just watching some other YouTuber talk about like setting the hook, and you don't need to set the hook really hard. That's what that person was saying, and it's because they were using like multiple treble hooks and barbless. So these fish were just hooking themselves for the most part. These fish do not hook themselves. You need to actually put it in it, sink the hook. All right, both the Lakers that I had disappeared. All right, that is it for the fishing the dressed tubes, folks. Right now they're gonna be pre-order until I get a bunch made so we can ship them out right on time. I am gonna do chartreuse as well, and I might do an orange as well because I have that material. So they're gonna come in like, they're gonna come in like, I think a 3-pack. So jig, pre-rigged, white. I'm also gonna sell them in chartreuse as well. So you guys have a variety to choose from. If you wanna support the channel, visit benditfish.com. And if you wanna see more lake trout videos, either click here or click here, and I'll see you on one of those next videos.